Alan Leverett, standing in Sumners and Kingsmill, the Harlow Alliance Party. What issues are coming up on the doorstep?
Well, same as anywhere else. The main thing really that's come up in my particular ward is the developments on the west and on the south side of the town. Obviously, the people are not happy with the number of houses that are going in Epping area. They're going to obviously use our roads, use our services and what have you, and people are concerned about the traffic now. So the roads are in poor condition, and they're concerned obviously the roads are going to get even worse with the additional traffic.
And do you not think what the Conservatives have said in the last year being in power has reassured people at all?
Not really, because they only came on board very late in terms of the local plan. People may not be aware, we appeared at the local plan in Epping on behalf of Harlow residents, giving the view that that development wasn't suitable on that boundary really in relation to our services. And we also went to the Harlow local plan and give our opinion on the Harlow local plan and gave that sort of opinion to the inspector there. But Harlow local plan, the Conservatives or the Labours, they supported obviously their local plan, and they supported Harlow and Gilston Garden Town. And it's only on late in the day they decided, because people were moaning about it, that they'd lodge an objection, and all it was a letter they sent to the inspector.
So when people might talk about Boris Johnson or cost of living, as a two-man party, do you feel frustrated? People ask you what exactly you can do.
Yeah, it is frustrating to a certain extent, but on the other hand, it's like all these things. They say Harlow Council only do certain have certain jobs that they can do, but obviously, and they keep saying, "Oh, it's the county council, it's the national, and what have you." But what you can do, you can show protests. You can say that people of Harlow are not happy with it. And you may have seen stuff online lately where they're complaining about what the county's done. Well, it's the fact that we can complain. We've got 4 county councillors. We can complain to them, and we can show protest that we're not getting our fair share in relation to like our roads being maintained, etc.
So you think the 4 county councillors, sort of inverted commas, politically get away with murder? Not enough. I know that could be for the county council elections. Not enough scrutiny of their work.
Too right. But if you go to other areas in Essex, which I do, and I've seen only recently, only this week, I've seen the roads being. They use this. The term cheap as chips. They put chips on the road, and it is cheap, but and it doesn't do your car any good in terms of the windscreens and what have you. But they've been having their roads resurfaced. If you go down to Rochford, Rayleigh, Southend, they've all had their roads resurfaced with chippings. We've not had anything done in Harlow at all. We're on the periphery of Essex, and I think we get forgotten about.
Month in, month out, yourself and your colleague, who just interviewed, Nicholas Taylor, you turn up to council meetings, you turn up to cabinet meetings, and you ask questions, you scrutinise. Do you find it a frustrating experience or a refreshing experience?
Take words out of my mouth. It is frustrating, to be honest, because when we go to the council, they obviously only ask us to ask questions, and we can only ask a supplementary question after that, which sometimes we hold back, obviously, to sometimes give them a question they're not expecting. But on the other hand, we get told to stick to the point and ask the question, and there's a lot of other things that we could be scrutinising the council on. And this is what, this, as a small party, this is what if we're within, we'll be able to scrutinise them a lot more on behalf of the public, and get the public consultations and what have you they have in relation to what they're doing. Quite often we're told it's commercially sensitive when we ask a question. When it's commercially sensitive, it means they don't want to give us the answer, but if we're within, we'll get the answer.
That's a great. And just a couple more questions. I know it's not in your ward, but things like the town centre master plan, did you not applaud the Conservatives? They seem to have more of a roadmap than previously, or is it just saying rebranded the Labour roadmap? You don't like either roadmaps?
I don't, to be honest. If you look at how much they spent on the consultation for that, I think it was 900 and something thousand they spent on it, and you read the pages of it, and it's putting trees in the town centre, getting rid of Post Office Road car park, making it a park, putting more housing in the town centre. That's not the solution. That's not going to get it revitalised, and it all depends on getting a lot of private finance. It's not going to be forthcoming. This video they put out recently, well, it's almost laughable. I mean, it's the best town, and they're going to make it the best town. Everybody's got problems, and all the towns around Essex, even in Stevenage, they've got problems. But you look at it, everybody's got problems with their town centre. It's not going to be easily resolved, but we've got to revitalise it, not put more trees in. We have a job maintaining the trees we've got. How are we going to maintain more trees in the town centre? It's not realistic.
And finally, there is just the two of you. You do, you know, I always say, lucky the other 87,000 people don't turn up every month to council meetings, or maybe it'd be great. But would you like, if not the two of you, you've always more or less been two or three. Would you like to see democracy grow? Things like more committees and more across the town, you know, not just this 1 month period and built meetings in the civic centre?
Yeah, well, almost going back to neighbourhood offices, neighbourhood committees, where people have a say in their neighbourhood or what goes on in their neighbourhood. You've only got to look around here and see how it's poorly maintained. Well, people then could attend their local neighbourhood committee and give their opinions. Unfortunately, not everybody comes out and does that, and that's the problem. When we've got to revitalise people and get them, we've got to get them stimulated to come out and talk about their own areas and improve the areas that they live in.